If you have one handbag or over 100, just like a pair of shoes, proper care will extend its lifetime. You really want to rotate handbags the same way you would a good pair of shoes and extend the life of it. This happens to belong to my wife, and although when it was new we sprayed it with our rain and stain repellent, we do have some areas of soil here that rather than doing an extensive cleaning, we can just simply try and give it a little brush up, no pun intended. This is a great suede brush that has brass bristles on the inside and regular brush bristles on the outside. I've placed a couple of soft towels on the inside to cushion the bag as I gently just work at the areas. Now you don't want to dig too deep, but we're simply just trying to take the soil off the top level. Because it's suede, it has a little bit of a nap to it, and we can kind of disturb that nap and remove the outermost layer and take the soil with it. There's a good little crusty area down here. I should probably talk about the fact that you don't want to put handbags down on the floor. It's the grossest thing you could possibly do. And there's been some studies done that the levels of bacteria on the bottom of a handbag are really high and really gross. I'll clean our kitchen counter when we're done with this, but typically when somebody walks in and plops a bag down on a kitchen table or a kitchen counter, especially in my home, I'm like, get that bag out of there. So we're going to work at this a little bit more. And again, this works for slight stains. You can't clean an entire bag like this at home if it's very soiled. It needs to be brought to a professional. Routinely, this should be done. Go out in the rain, get some rain spots on there, let it dry, and then brush the nap up, try and bring it back. That's suede bag 101. This painted leather bag is probably one of the easiest to clean. We want to make sure that we're dealing with a painted leather versus an aniline dyed leather. And we'll use our secret cleaning medium to test it. I actually gave this tip to Martha Stewart, and she loved it. She went crazy on all her handbags. We use baby wipe, and we'll take an inconspicuous area and just dab it and wipe it to see whether or not it's porous and it absorbs any of the liquid on the baby wipe, and in this case it doesn't. So we know that we're dealing with a painted leather, which is a little bit more resilient than an aniline dyed leather. And what we'll do is just simply go over this bag. The hand straps are the areas to get soiled the fastest. See, we're picking up some dirt. Look at that. And then we will just gently wipe down the bag. Now, we don't want to dig too hard because you can disrupt the paint. If there is any little soil, again, you can work at it, but once again, not too deeply. And by going over your bags regularly with a baby wipe, you'll keep them cleaner and they'll last longer. As we discussed, aniline is a little bit more difficult to clean than painted leather, but if you test in an inconspicuous area and make sure once it's dry you get good results, you can clean the whole bag. If you rotate your bags and take good care of them like a fine pair of shoes, you'll get a long life out of them. When you are in trouble and you can't rectify a problem, you could always trust it to us. Thanks for watching, and keep clean.